Hey, y'all, welcome to Musical Miles Podcast, where live music and great stories take center stage. Today's episode is brought to you by our friends at Teton Guitars. Whether you're picking tunes around a campfire or taking the stage at your favorite honky tonk, Teton Guitars delivers rich, soulful sound built for the journey. Learn more at tetonguitars.com. Now let's dive into some music and memories. All right. Hey, music lovers. This is Byron with Musical Miles Podcast. I'm your host, and we are here in Nashville, Tennessee, with a young man by the name of Caleb Lathrop.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Should I hold this?
You can hold it. You can do whatever. These little short stands, we're kind of limited when we're traveling, so we try and throw everything in a backpack, and so we have some bigger stands. But anyway, thanks for taking the time to sit down with us. We got connected with you through Sharon.
Yep.
Right at
Shannon, I think.
Shannon. Excuse me, Shannon. Don't be mad at us. Shannon at what is it called? Grassroots Promotions. Yeah. So how that came about, we were coming out here and we were supposed to interview Due West. Are you familiar with the band Due West? So we were supposed to interview them in Idaho last week, and their show got moved to a different date. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so we have a deal with Teton Guitars, and Due West are Teton guitar artists, and they so Shannon reached out to me and said, "Hey, I understand I'm supposed to set up an interview with you here in Nashville with Due West on the 21st. Will the 21st work?" And I said, "No, I'm going to be flying home on the 19th. So that's not going to work." But anyway, and she said, "Well, let me see if I can find you some other artists." We have been here since Monday interviewing artists for a new songwriter festival coming up in Vegas.
Oh, really?
August 21st, 22nd. Hold that up a little bit closer.
Yeah.
They are coming out there. There's 50 songwriters in different genres and over 300 number one hits between them.
Wow.
Yeah, we're excited. That's going to be a cool deal. But so they asked us to come out and interview the promoters, who are also a couple of the songwriters on the bill as well, Matt Warren and Rob Hatch. And so we got to come out and meet with those guys. And then so since we're here, we're like, let's drown ourselves in interviews, right? So we've been covered up. I think you're number like 16 or 17 in the last 5 days. So plus we went to the Opry, plus we went to the listening room, and
love the listening room. I'm playing there May 20th.
Are you really? Oh, cool. Well, that's a cool venue, and I listened to their podcast, and so I reached out to Chris Blair, who is the owner, and he does their podcast. And because we not only do we do songwriters, because it's about the music, right? So it's the song, the artist, the venue, and the fans. You know, that's the total package. You know, one without the other doesn't work.
Exactly.
So anyway, I reached out to Chris. I never did hear back from him, but we went and saw Kent Blasey play there. Kent and Leslie Satcher. What a great, and Jordan Oakes.
Yeah.
So what a great show. And then we went to the Opry last night and got to see Vince Gill, John Party, and Ashley McBride. Yeah. And then got to go backstage, not backstage, but I guess backstage, with Party, and there was probably a couple hundred people, but it was a little more intimate, and we got a lot more of a show back there than we did on stage. And he has a new album out. So anyway, that was fun. And then we went to the have you been to the Kimbro's in Franklin?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've been there.
Oh, dude, you're missing out. You got to go. It's the Pick and Parlor.
Okay.
And go on Tuesday nights open mic. Okay. And we spent the majority of the night on the front porch with all these guys out there just picking. I mean, it was a crazy deal. Inside they have you a sign up list, right? And then you can go in and play, I think, a couple of songs.
Really tiny bar?
A little house.
Yeah.
It's an old house.
When you go in,
it's tiny.
You go left to the stage?
Yeah.
Okay, actually I think I have played there.
Yeah. Go No, you're good. You're good. Go on Tuesday. We just went. They said you never know who's going to show up. So they said Winona may show up, Jelly Roll will show up. They said that's just crazy.
Yeah.
So, and in fact, we met someone who said, "Hey, you need to interview this guy. You need to know this guy." So we actually got to interview a Hall of Fame songwriter because we went to the Pick'em porch or the Pick'em parlor. Roger Murrah, who's a Hall of Fame songwriter here in Nashville. Great guy. He wrote "Don't Rock the Jukebox" with Alan Jackson. So. Anyway, we've had a great trip. It's been a lot of fun, and we've got to meet a lot of cool young artists and songwriters and producers, production people. It's been cool. So, tell us your story. So, you're kind of neighbors, right? You grew up in Oregon. We live in Idaho, other side of the state from you, but
yes, sir.
But I know some people in that area, and anyway, that's a cool area.
Yeah, I mean, I love where I grew up. I'm a real small town, Elgin, Oregon.
Sure.
Right by the Grand. And yeah, I mean, grew up playing sports, baseball, basketball, football, soccer. I mean, I played everything. I thought baseball was going to be my out, but
really,
turns out
you and Morgan Wallen. So
there's so many people who are like hurt from baseball and music.
Yeah. Well, if it doesn't work out for you like it didn't work out for Morgan Wallen, that's where we're keeping our fingers crossed for you.
I'm hoping. God's got a plan for me. I know that.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, so let's talk a little bit about your musical history. So where did you get? How did you get started? Is your family musical? Mom, dad?
So my great grandfather is really. I hope any of my family who ever done music don't get mad at me, but he's really the only one who really did music. He used to be in a band and used to go around our county and whatnot, and do the honky tonks and whatnot, but never really did anything besides that. And he taught me guitar when I was young.
Okay.
And I just learned like the basic chords: G, D, A, E minor, and I never took it seriously. They always yelled at me because I always used to learn like a half a song. I'd learn like a verse, chorus.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, learn the rest of it." I'm like, next song.
Yeah, that's enough. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I have ADHD. I don't know, but it just goes crazy, and then I'm just like doing 100 other things.
Yeah, my kids accuse me of the same thing, and I'm the same way. Yeah, so I play, but not very good. But I'm the same way. I learn about a half a song, and I kind of get the chord progression, and I go okay, and then I get a little bored. And okay, so what's next, right?
Yeah. So I'm loving the writing way more now. So it's like,
oh yeah,
I like that's what I was saying with that is like I used to only do that, and then like I started taking it more serious like in freshman year of college because I went through a breakup, etc., and was driving a haul truck and wrote a poem on a little pen and paper and took it home and put it on a guitar and put some chords to it and showed my baseball buddies at the time, and they're like, "Hey man, that's pretty good." And then we went to Guitar Center and some guy videoed me and was like, "Hey, can I post this?" And some random guy, like I was in the acoustic part,
really,
and he apparently heard me singing it. I mean, looking back at it, the video is so bad.
Yeah,
you
but
can find it, but it's so
yeah, but that's what starts it, right?
It is, that's what
it kind of fuels the flame.
Yeah,
You get a little, and you go,
that's kind of cool. That's fun.
Yeah, 10,000 people thought that was cool.
Yeah,
or 10 people thought it was cool, whatever it was.
It was actually 10,000 shares.
Yeah, and so that's a lot. I mean, that's pretty impressive, and so that gets the attention. You go, well, it must not be that bad if 10,000 people are willing to sit through it and listen to it.
I don't know if it's a stubbornness of me thinking that I had a chance. I think I've always been that way. Like I've been stubborn enough to think that I can do this and I'm just going to do it, and then I went and did. Listen,
if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will.
Amen.
So good on you that you believed in yourself and that you took the leap. So you were in college. Where'd you go to school?
First off, I played at Clackamas Community College in Clackamas City.
Yeah.
Or Oregon? Is it Oregon City or? Yeah, I think it's Oregon City.
Oregon City, yeah.
And then, I've been there in a while. And then transferred from there. That was when the Facebook thing happened.
Okay.
And then once that all happened, I was like, I want to go play baseball somewhere where I can do music. And I was like, let's go to Nashville. I've never been here. Had no relatives here or anything.
So you came out here to play baseball and music?
Well, it was mainly baseball. I was kind of just doing the music thing for fun, just for whatever. And came down here. I like I said, I genuinely thought baseball was going to be my out. Came down here, started pitching, pitched really well. Ended with you can go back and check the stats. I'm 99% sure I ended with a 0 ERA.
Really?
Yeah, but I got hurt. Like, I only pitched like 4 games. But
Yeah,
either way, I'm just ended it that way. I'm saying I ended it with a 0 ERA. It sounds better.
Yeah.
But, yeah, did that. And then, trying to remember what you asked.
Just how you ended up here.
Oh,
so,
yeah. So, yeah, ended up here from that, and I was like, let's go down here, and then got hurt and partially tore my UCL on a changeup.
Oh, wow.
I was like any other thing. I thought if I was going to hurt myself, it'd be like a curveball or me just trying to throw it too hard, but it was on a changeup overpronating.
Well,
I ended the inning too.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're baseball fans. Miss Shenda and I used to work for the winter home of the Chicago Cubs.
Oh, really?
40 some years ago in Arizona. So we've always been baseball lovers, and we follow the Cubs, and we try and get out to a spring training game every once in a while. But anyway, but we love music way more than baseball. So, anyway, so you ended up in Nashville, you screwed up your arm, and then you got healed up, but good enough to play the guitar. Or did it screw it up bad enough you couldn't play the guitar?
No, it really didn't screw it up bad enough. The only thing that was, I went to therapy for it, and they said I could either do surgery and wait out a year or whatever, or just try to let it heal naturally. I was just going to let it heal naturally, and then that's when I dropped out, because I was like, I don't know. I genuinely, I don't know. It was kind of a weird time in my life. I was going through losing two of my best friends that year, and it was just like, it was kind of all a weird blur sense of it. But it was like, I genuinely don't know what the exact reason that made me just be like, I'm completely done with baseball and I'm chasing the music dream.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was just like from one point, it just went into it.
Well, you live in Music City, so you were already here, which is odd because most people come here for the music, not for the baseball, right? So you were here. It gave you an opportunity. You had a plan B if the baseball deal didn't work out. So, and so you've got some pretty good stats on streaming. You got almost 600,000. I Seen a Cowboy Cry.
That on which one is that on?
I Seen a Cowboy Cry.
Okay, yeah.
On Spotify.
Okay, yeah. On
Spotify.
I was gonna say I think that one's at 2 million now, and all combined.
And all combined. But okay.
Yeah, on Spotify. Yeah.
On
I
Spotify.
think that's the most on either platform though. For that song.
Yeah. You have and about 4. And I use Spotify as a reference because that's what I listen to all the time.
Yeah.
Shanda listens to iTunes, and she checks her stats there. But now these are songs that you penned yourself, or is there some co-writes in here?
Oh yeah, co-write. I don't think I have a song that just I wrote by myself. Yeah, a lot of co-writes.
Okay.
Some of them are just me and a buddy. Some of them are me and a couple buddies, and then I think there's 1 or 2 that's like me and like 4 buddies, and we're just
okay. Well, so the one that really got you the attention on TikTok was that was obviously a personal deal. You wrote it yourself, and then sang it, and then that guy posted it. What song was that? That's
not out at all.
It's not out.
There's no release on that one. That was
okay.
I'm happy I haven't released it. No, I think you can still find it on Facebook somewhere in the archives in there. But
sure.
I don't even remember the name of it. I don't even remember the name of it.
So how long you been here?
I've 4.5 years now.
Really?
So I think this August will be 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go back home much?
Yeah, I think it's usually about once or twice a year at least.
Okay.
Yeah. Depending on the show, sometimes I usually always have a show in the end of July.
Okay.
Up at a rodeo in Joseph, Oregon.
Oh, yeah.
And, I'm opening at a festival for Jackson Dean May 31st. So
where at?
It's going to be busy for me.
Where at with Jackson?
It is in Walla Walla, Washington.
Oh yeah. We saw Jackson last summer at the Country Jam in Colorado. Yeah, that was we don't go to very many big festivals. That was the first one there. We had some friends who had tickets and then they couldn't go. So we bought their tickets and they were VIP. And so we thought it would be great. The whole first day got canceled because of weather. Wow. And it sucked. We missed some really, really good bands. But we had seen them all except for the Bellamy Brothers, and we really want to see them. So But anyway, but we got to see Jackson the next day. I think he was on the same day as Jelly Roll, wasn't he? With Jelly and Priscilla Block. I remember Jackson. It was hotter than the hubs of hell. He was up there sweating. He was like, "God, it's hot up here." So in between rainstorms, but
Yeah, humidity.
yeah. So you're opening for Jackson. So who else have you opened for? Any other?
He's going to be the biggest one so far. I mean, I've headlined the Exit-In. I'm super grateful for that. That was such an amazing show.
Where's that?
The Exit-In down here in super famous. The very first. I don't want to put this wrong. Who's the first person who played it? Jimmy Buffett is the very first person I think to ever play it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then there's just so many people who've played it. It's the
Exit-In.
The Exit-In. If you get a chance,
well, we'll definitely be back. But that's the problem. There's too many, and we love cool venues too.
There is too many.
Because
there's so many. Not too many. There's so many.
We need to come back and we need to do a feature on the Ryman. We need to do one on the Opry, the Bluebird.
Yeah.
These are all classic places. We like the Listening Room. We did go the other night, but and they'll get a shout out. This has just been a whirlwind deal. I mean, when you try and pack as much as we've packed into this week, it's been hard. Yeah. But it's cool because we get to meet new artists and we get to listen to your music and kind of become fans. And so,
it means the world to me.
Well, there's some cool stuff going on out there in the world. There's a new music festival coming to Sun Valley, Idaho in September, which is being headlined by Shane Smith and the Saints.
Oh, wow.
And on one day, Josh Malloy's another headliner, and then Baker Blankenship. Do you know Baker?
Oh, yeah. I don't know him, but
Yeah. And so, 19-year-old, he's an internet sensation. I mean, he just took off. That his song Maxed Out is pretty cool. So he's headlining Thursday night, but we're involved with those guys trying to help promote their deal. But what we're trying to do is we're hoping that we can introduce your music to those people so they go, we need to have him on our lineup next year.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? Yeah.
So much fun.
And they have 50 bands coming, and they have 2 stages over a 3-day weekend. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal in some way. This is a brand new. This is their first year, so we'll see how it goes. But we're working with the promoters, and so anytime we can introduce any new music. But anyway, it's been fun. So what else you got going on? So you said May's busy for you. What do you got?
Yeah, I got let me see how many shows. I got the Listening Room. I got a show at Oregon State. I got a show in Walla Walla. Possibly have a show right after that in the very first week of June. Bunch of rides scheduled.
Sure.
Yeah, just a real good.
Yeah.
May, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So have you had the chance to write with any big time songwriters here in town?
I've met some amazing friends along the way.
Sure.
I'm grateful to call them friends now, and Jackson Nance is one of them. He's going to be one of the biggest writers in this town.
Cool.
He's so good. Let me think. Gavin Lucas wrote some hits for Bailey.
Okay.
Chris Sly wrote some hits for what's his name? With Core and Bailey and all them and Josh Ross. Who's that guy? Nate Smith.
Oh, Nate Smith. Okay.
Who's the guy? I can look. I don't want to miss his name.
Well, here's the deal. There's so many names that bounce around in my head. We've had the opportunity to interview a bunch of cool people that have written for, We interviewed the guy who wrote Hemingway's Whiskey for. Well, he wrote it with Guy Clark of all people, and then Guy cut it. But Joe Leathers, and he co-wrote that with Guy, and so anyway, it's just been amazing. Just the access to the people that.
Yeah, it's just it feels like a family. Like everyone is like always trying to help each other. Ronnie Bowman is the other guy.
Ronnie Bowman.
Yeah,
okay.
One of the best. He's wrote George Strait hits, Chris Stapleton.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Song Dylan, Dean Dillon's daughter.
Oh, really?
I have a write scheduled with Lucas Nelson.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
When in June? Okay. I need you to put in a good word for me because Lucas is coming to Idaho to the Bluegrass Festival in Driggs, Idaho. To the Targhee Bluegrass, and we are going to the Braun Brothers reunion. It's the same weekend, but we get back home on Saturday, and on Sunday morning, and it's Sunday afternoon. So we're gonna I've got a request in for an interview with Lucas.
Really?
So yeah. So when you make sure you take a couple of stickers and throw in a good word for us, because we have been Lucas fans. We saw Lucas open for his dad in Vegas years ago, and then we saw him in Idaho Falls, Idaho, in the theater. There was a great show, and we saw him in Sun Valley at Whiskey Jack's, and this was before anybody knew who he really was.
Yeah.
And $20, and we're standing like front and center at the stage. So yeah, I can catch him. Yeah, and he sounds just like his dad. Oh my gosh, he's like a clone.
It's awesome.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing. Well, that's cool. That's really cool. Dean Dillon is also going to be on this. Well, he's going to be on this songwriter festival in Vegas. Oh. So we're keeping our fingers.
To Vegas.
We're figuring out. So that's the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of August at the Mandalay Bay. Ooh. And they have 50 songwriters coming in, 300 number ones between them. It's just crazy.
And y'all are going to be there?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's why we came here, was to interview the promoters of that event. So, and then we're also involved in with Red Lodge, Montana Songwriter Festival, Cody and Livingston Songwriter Festivals, and Whitefish, Montana. Oh, yeah. So, and they bring in.
From Whitefish.
Oh, do you? Yeah. They have
Dan Seymour?
No, I don't. Dan Seymour. Yeah, well, look us up. Dan will be out there in September. September, kind of towards the end of September. Kerry Klepper and Joe Smith. And Joe spent years here in Nashville. Talented singer-songwriter. She's got a song called Wyoming that's absolutely beautiful. Look it up if you haven't heard it. We've interviewed her on the podcast. We're just been so blessed to get to meet some cool people. And what we love is the songwriter aspect of it. It's a whole different thing, for people to understand that, a lot of people think that, Luke Combs writes all his own music, and Luke writes, but not, he always usually co-writes, but even George Strait, George didn't write his own music for years. I mean, he still doesn't write very much of it, but Dean Dillon wrote the majority of it. So
I think there's something about the songwriter part of everyone, like the actual songwriter, when they're the ones who are telling the stories. I think and I'm not dissing on anyone who gets songs. There are an amazing amount of songwriters who are just songwriters.
Right.
I think there's just something really special when a songwriter gets to express what he's feeling, and there's also the vessel that sings it.
Right.
I think there's just something.
Oh yeah.
Something in it.
Well, and to hear the backstory. Oh yeah, no, Chris was a big time songwriter here years before he ever had a.
I don't know how he didn't. Like, how could you hear that and not?
Well, a voice like that, oh my gosh.
Like, what are you missing?
But how did they, Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know.
That should give everyone who's ever comes to Nashville hope.
Yeah.
Hey, just because if you don't get found in 10 years or 5 years or however long it exactly was, you could have a Chris Stapleton voice.
Well, it's they call it a tenure town.
Pay dues, you gotta pay them.
Oh, you gotta pay them, but
in the front or the back.
but the funny thing is, and I think it's Josh Ward, and I've brought it up several times this week, so I hope I'm saying this right. I think it's Josh Ward has a song called 15 Years in a 10-Year Town.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I've heard that.
And so it's a struggle, to survive here, and a lot of our listeners have heard us talk about Lainey. Lainey spent 10 years here, busting her hump. But she made it, right? And now she's a superstar. So she's a 10-year overnight success.
Oh yeah.
So
10-year overnight.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, we appreciate you coming and sitting down with us. This is always fun to get to meet people.
I'm so beyond honored to be here.
Well, thank you, because we look forward to a year from now, Caleb, and 2 years from now, and 3 years from now, going, hey, you know what? Let's go back and look at that interview we did with Caleb in Nashville, and he was like everybody else who's been here struggling. Ward Davis, it was 15 years in a 10-year town. Who did I say? Did I say Ward Davis? I don't know. My producer's back here writing notes. She goes, I don't know who you said, but that's who it is. Yeah, it's fun to look back on, and of course we got to interview Cody Canada right before they made the announcement of the Boys from Oklahoma reunion in in Oklahoma at Stillwater, which happened, just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Which was nuts. I mean, that was a crazy deal. Sell out Oklahoma State University 4 nights in a row, and 180 some thousand tickets they sold.
Just crazy amount.
Yeah. And we got to interview Cody, and I said, well, I've been a fan of yours since back in the CCR days, the early days, Cross Canadian Ragweed. And I said, I know that's the sore subject. He goes, no, I'm over it. And it was funny because they were in the process of putting this deal together, but he couldn't say anything, right?
Oh.
So he was really cool about it, and we had a great conversation. So anyway, but anything else you want to share with us? What you got going on, or?
Yeah, I got a new song coming out. When will this be aired?
We're a ways out, so
okay.
you're
so
good.
It'll probably be out by then.
Yeah.
So, new song just came out. Tennessee Time Machine.
Tennessee Time. Oh yeah, it'll be after May 2nd.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit in the can, so perfect. With all the interviews we've done. But cool. Well, while we're on that subject, you want to play it for us? Or are you willing to play it for us?
I'll play. Yeah, I can play the new one that I have right now on radio.
Okay. Oh, that'd be awesome. Set it up for us.
Yeah. Set it up. How do you want me to do this?
I'll set those over there. You kind of tell us the story. What's it all about?
Yeah. So it's called Picture This, and wrote this with a good buddy Keegan Glenn, Jackson Nance, and Steve Thomas. And it's about like a short little vacation romance. That's all you really have. That's all you get to know of them, and all you got left is a Polaroid photo with it.
Okay.
And you wish you had more. It's called Picture This. Picture this. Those silver wings never took your heart away. Your hand's still there on my chest, just like it was that day. And that smile on your face and the salt in your hair, that sombrero you made me wear. Picture this. If that sun never sank and we never closed our tabs, then it wouldn't be just me with a 3x3 on my lap. And what could have been should have, but it didn't last. Man, I wish we could have made it last. What I wouldn't give for one more night, getting love drunk off your lips. Damn, I miss your eyes and the way they pulled me in, kinda like that ocean tide. Now they're just black and white. That still wide frames where you've been ever since. And when I pictured perfect, I didn't picture this. I didn't picture me in a middle seat heading for heartbreak. Didn't know 30,000 feet had a street up on memory lane, but it does now. I'm one drinking to drowning you out. Somewhere up in the clouds, what I wouldn't give for one more night, getting love drunk off your lips. Damn, I miss your eyes and the way they pulled me in, kinda like that ocean tide. Now they're just black and white. That still wide frames where you've been ever since. And when I pictured perfect, I didn't picture this. No, I didn't picture this. Didn't picture you on my mind and so far away and falling that hard after just a couple days. But what I wouldn't give for one more night, getting love drunk off your lips. Damn, I miss your eyes. And the way they pulled me in, kinda like that ocean tide. Now they're just black and white. Now still white frames where you've been ever since. And when I pictured perfect, I didn't picture this. Didn't picture this. No, didn't picture this. Thank you.
Wow. All right, flip that over and autograph the back of it. If you look at the back, there's a should be able to find a spot there.
Oh, yeah. I'm holding it right here. No one's gonna run there.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, we used to have everybody sign them on the front in black, but I play them. So this is Teton Guitars. So they're an Idaho company, and they are that's a willow,
Really?
back and sides and spruce top, and it's really, really light. It doesn't weigh nothing. Yeah, and it's got a good tone, and everybody seems to like it. So anyway, thanks to Teton Guitars. It's been they've been great. Where can they find your music?
Yeah, you can get me at Instagram, TikTok at Caleb Lathrop Music, CalebLathrop Music, and then on Facebook and YouTube it's just Caleb Lathrop.
Perfect. Well, we'll share all that in the links, right? So all your social media and all your website and all that stuff will all be linked in there. And thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
This has been a blast. We love, like you say, we love to get to meet new people and become. That's a beautiful song, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and you say it is on the radio here.
Yeah, it's number 80 right now on Music Row charts.
Perfect. Well,
crazy.
Just keep marching up there, right?
Trying.
We'll get her in the top 40 and then the top 10.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
I hope to look back on this.
Yeah, let's look back on this and go, hey, remember when I said, no. Listen, hey, man, thank you again. We appreciate you. Hey, for Musical Miles Podcast, I'm your host, Byron Duff, and here with Caleb Lathrop. We are in Nashville, Tennessee, Music City. We will see you somewhere down the road. Adios for now.